The following program is a work of fiction intended to educate and astonish the YouTube community. It has been carefully edited to conform to all YouTube guidelines, and any resemblance to any real contests, prizes, phone contacts, websites, or historical figures is purely coincidental.
Previously on Seattle Rock Today.
You will be so charming and suave and debonair and self-confident in your mindless radio TV patter that you will be able to get into the pants of a Janine Turner, the current star of the TV series Northern Exposure, and do with her what you will. Then you will convey her phone number to the Swami afterwards. You are relaxing. You are growing peaceful, Jackson Parker. You are listening to your special hypnotic sound effect. Oops, wrong sound effect.
This is KRAG Copter Cam. We have a fire near the East Lake I-5 off-ramp at a nightclub called the Off-Ramp. A rock band tour bus in flames. They believe arson. More at 11. This is Tori Jean. KRAG Copter Cam reporting.
Hey, welcome back. Seattle Rock Today. This is Jackson Parker. I got some great news for you. First of all, I have to tell you about a little discovery I made. You know, we've been talking about Mick and Murray for a long time. You know, Mitch and Minnie, they were out there and they were, they were busting our ass, weren't they?
Absolutely.
Gary, Gary. Hey,
Absolutely.
welcome Gary to the show. Hey, you've
Co-host
seen
the
him
show.
before,
Yep.
yeah.
Co-host the
You've
show.
seen him, yeah.
Yep.
Happy to have him here. I was just saying, Mick and Minnie, they busted our ass more than once. But guess what? You know what we found out? They're nothing. The big boss is Dusty Sterling.
Yep.
She used to be a star in the, what was it, Underground? Under sheets.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Underwear.
She was a star, and
Underwear advertising.
it was yeah. So, anyways, Dusty pulled Mick and Murray onto the carpet. Well, she gave me a little fine, $50. I can deal with that. But that's the first announcement. And the second thing that makes me really, really glad is that Gladys from Bellevue, who is president of the Axon Jackson fan club here at KRAG 93.93.93. Gladys is amazing girl. She's 17, but she's so sharp. Well, you know what she told me? She said she got some of the fans down to the off-ramp the other night. You remember the last episode. Well, anyway, all I'm saying is something happened that was pretty grand. As you know,
Dusty said, well, go ahead.
Well, I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it was, Mr. Parker. It was, but shall we give the fans the details?
Go ahead. Sure, let them know what. I just Gladys, thank you.
Gladys,
thank you.
We love you, Gladys. But rein it in a little bit. Apparently, at the off ramp, the fire. As you saw, my cousin Tori. That was his first copter assignment, Mr. Parker.
The
very first
he's
one.
A natural.
Got his wings.
He's a natural.
But the fire broke out.
What a stringer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the stringer extraordinaire. Fire broke out at the off ramp, not at the off ramp, but where the tour bus was happening. Apparently, a lot of the Action Jackson guys got on this Craig Dennison. You remember Craig from that last show? Who was booked? He was
a jerk.
He was a jerk, and he was booked by Eminem.
Okay.
And I think Eminem booked him just to rally your feathers.
Well, let's just say that. Thanks to Gladys, there is justice in the world.
There's justice.
There is justice, Gladys.
There is justice, Gladys. So the fire that happened at the tour bus, well, let's just say, Mr. Parker, that, one man's Fireball whiskey is another man's Molotov cocktail.
There you go. Well,
interpretation.
That's all the good news, and we got even better news because we are celebrating our fan base today by
not having a host. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, by having a viewer mailbag.
Viewer mailbag. What other show, what other rock show has a viewer mailbag just to celebrate our fans?
We got our viewer mailbag right here at KRAG 9393. We've got your letters. We've been keeping them, waiting for the appropriate time to unveil them on the show.
Fantastic.
And now the time has come. Right, folks? No guest to rile anybody's feathers.
What's the first letter there, Gary?
We'll get a rocker on in a future episode. Here you go, Mr. Parker. Here you kind of go through this one here.
It's a real letter.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
not just an email?
No. That's the real McCoy there, Mr. Parker.
Man, I tell you, thanks to Dusty, I mean, the production value is going up on this place.
Up.
Okay, here, let me read it to you. You apogees, you Herodans. Here we go. Hey, Jackson and Gare, you show big scenes from Uncarless now. Would you consider having a show talking about the secondary actors? I really like Maria and her daughter. It's almost like they're mother and daughter in real life. Be good. Help us out. Jeanette Haverly, Long Beach, Washington. Well, thank you, Jeanette. I think Gary's got it all set up, don't you?
Yeah, we as it turns out, Jeanette, viewer mailbag means your clips, and you're right. We are going to do it in this entire episode with just the secondary actors from your favorite show. Their favorite show, right, Mr. Parker?
I'm telling you,
Carlos,
it's number one.
Let's continue.
It's made us number one, too.
Let's go to the next question in the bag.
Okay.
Here we are.
Why don't you read that one, Gary?
I will read that one. Okay. Hey, Jackson. Love the tie. Yeah, I do, too. I like his more than mine.
I actually, you know what, Gary? I have 33 ties. They're exactly the same.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
Well, when you got a trademark, you got to just write it. That's
I have
all.
2, Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Hey Jackson, love the tie. I'm a substitute middle school teacher over at Ruby Douglas public school in Healy Heights, down the street. And I'm wanting a quote from the Turtle on the origin of the 3 wills for my students. Well, I like that, Mr. Walker. Any chance you can show that clip or delineate
I forget that.
his
Is that-
message?
What?
Much appreciated, Roger Barton. Roger Barton, Healy Heights, Washington. Roger, shout out to Roger.
Shout out to Rod. No, I'm just thinking. Thank you, Rod. I can't. Now, did Turtle say he's?
I think
Did Turtle say he had the first idea of the three wheels?
I think yeah, and
Well,
Tony stole the idea, or Tony or Texas or Frank, somebody stole the idea from him. I can't remember, but
Well, it sounds like we got a chain of either we have a chain of thieves or we have a chain of fools. But it sounds like fun to me.
sounds like we'll just have to run that.
Sounds like
Eileen?
Seattle Rock today.
Eileen, you have that first conversation with Mr. Turtle and the three wheel. Yeah, she's got it.
Oh, roll it.
Roll it.
Roll. So, John.
Nice to meet you.
I'm leaving, John. Of course you would say nice to meet you. I mean, you're always out of step. Always out of step.
It's sad to hear news.
Sad to hear. You've been propelling me into exile for a long time.
Why that?
Well, you were a classmate with Tony, right?
I was.
Okay. And where did
Oh, he stole idea from... Huh?
the theory of the three wheels
He stole from Tuttle.
from Turtle? I see. You mean the mock turtle or the mock ritual? Tell me about it. I mean, I haven't.
It's true, mock turtle very important.
And why so?
In Alice in Wonderland are very, very important.
Of course.
Three Wills? Huh. Is all Schopenhauer kind of digested.
But whatever happened to Tony? I heard that he went into exile as well. He went into Africa.
With you?
No, of course, with the Foreign Service.
I don't know.
You don't know.
The Foreign Service?
Yes, but what have you been doing?
Oh, me? Just trying to survive.
Well, poets are hardly ever appreciated, even in North Berwick, huh? Golf maybe, but not poetry.
Why, it's Dunbar just down the road. A famous poet, Dunbar.
Really?
Scottish Chaucerian.
Chaucerian, of all things.
From Dunbar, I called Dunbar.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, when Pope go to Dunbar, he say, Scottish girls shake hands like Italian girls kiss. Her turtle never understand that line.
Well,
It's to do with second will.
the regression, of course. I've always wondered about the genesis of the wills, but there's
Genesis of will is Schopenhauer for Texas, Texas black red.
at your service, sir.
Yeah, he got from Schopenhauer
But
via Friedrich.
Oh, Friedrich.
Friedrich.
Oh, Fritzy.
Friedrich.
Yeah, Fritzy, yes.
He have a big thing with the will in Schopenhauer.
I see. But when exactly did you become a turtle?
Oh, always a turtle.
No. I saw you years ago. You were not.
His true wife say originally was John, but John dead.
Ah, yes. So you took turtle as a defense for the world, and that's why I'm getting out. I don't want to be a turtle.
Did you ever hear a very wise statement that universe is one turtle on another? And clever people ask what that turtle is standing on, and answer by very clever American scientists is turtles all the way down.
All the way down. Hey, thanks, Roger. You know, I'd forgotten that point. I mean, the turtle, Garrett Turtle hadn't always been a turtle.
not all the time.
Not all the time. The world turned him into a turtle. Now that's a lesson to be learned.
Yeah.
All you ACBDers out there, all you spelunkers.
And apostrophes.
And apostrophes. I mean, there's only one turtle. So don't let the world turn you into a turtle. I mean, I think he's right. I think he did originate the three wills, but there you go. I mean, it's a chain of thieves. It's a chain of fools. It's a chain, and you know, it's like piracy all the way down.
All the way down.
All the way down.
All the way down.
They're all pirates. They're all pirates.
We're all the way up, though.
Oh,
Thanks to you.
that's it. Our fans.
All you.
All of you. All of you. What do we got up next then, Garrett?
Viewer mailbag question. I guess we got the third one here.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. I'll let you read this one. I read the last one.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, it's not too long.
No.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Parker. That's me. I have a celebrity crush on Miss Merriweather. Who's she? Who's Miss Merriweather?
Well, she's the one who did the painting, the famous painting of Mr. Turtle that you just saw.
Oh, I forgot about that altogether. So, well, we'll run it here shortly. Okay, can you show her painting of Mr. Turtle? I heard she's gone off the grid as a reclusive actress. Can you give us the skinny, the gossip? Yours truly, Gretchen Mulgrew, Seattle.
Right down the street.
Well, Gretchen, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know anything about it. I forgot it completely. So, Garrett, do you know anything about this Merriweather?
Well, you know, she appeared suddenly in that one episode, and
Okay.
you know, she was commissioned to do a painting of Mr. Turtle. I don't know who did that commission, though. Well, I would love to know that. Who commissioned her to do that?
Maria.
Oh, Maria makes sense. That's her daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, but yeah, the people love looking at this painting and her description of it. So I guess we'll take a look at it. We got that, Eileen? That's the one where she's standing in front of the painting
Well,
of
I'm looking
Mr.
forward
Turtle,
to it.
and they're talking about it.
Thanks again, Gretchen. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is sort of skipping my mind.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Roll it. Several critics have mentioned that the portrait in the back of the portrait has a strong Bacon influence. Is that intentional, or what were you trying to do here?
Yeah, no, I totally understand what that theory. I would say that there is some inspiration from Francis Bacon. You know, his art is very tortured, and there's a lot of expressive movement and brushstrokes in his work, and I think that relates in this painting. It is a portrait of Mr. Turtle's mother, and that was a very turbulent relationship. And a lot of the subjects in Francis Bacon's work stems from his turbulent relationship, so I think it's a reflection of that. But yes, I can definitely see where that opinion comes from.
Now, is this a portrait of somebody living or somebody that is famous from history?
This is a current living person, although some say he's in between.
In between living and not living?
Yes, we don't really know where he is, but
Is he in a library, or is
this
that a
is the
private?
library of his own home.
Oh, I see.
He has a very extensive library.
I can believe it.
He is an academic. He's a scholar.
I recognize some of those books.
Yes,
I
you
think
know.
I gave him some of those books.
I'm sure it's a very
Yes.
impressive collection.
Yes.
Works of art in their own right.
And the foppish attire, where does that come from?
Well, he's
Is that
English.
Oh, is that? Oh, I
Yes,
see.
and again, a scholar, professor. Yes, a lover of velvet,
A velvet,
tweed,
velvet
You know.
tweed.
patch elbows, corduroy trousers,
Right.
moth-eaten wool cardigans.
Right.
Well dressed, but not well kept.
Unkempt.
Yes, unkempt. Much like his eyebrows, which lend a lot of expression to his character.
Actually, I don't think I can see any eyebrows in this portrait, but there they are.
There they are. I think
My
they.
goodness, it almost looks like a prehistoric turtle when you look at those eyebrows.
Yes, he demands
Actually,
attention.
it looks more like a dinosaur than a turtle, I think. Did you do this study from an anatomical design or from nature?
This was both from a portrait of a turtle and morphing in with. It was an amalgamation of a turtle and a person because it is
He is
a
truly,
representation of their spirit.
it truly is in between, isn't he?
Yeah.
But Oh, I see. I think I see the beginnings of a shell. Yes, I hadn't seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
How clever of you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, no, it was very
I
important.
thought it was just a humpback before, but it's actually a shell.
Yes, covered in his
How clever.
his jacket.
Uh-huh.
But yes, can't be a turtle without your shell.
I see. He disguised well beneath the velvet.
Yes, beneath the velvet.
What do you plan to do what are you currently doing?
Currently, I am working on some expressive still life portraits.
Still lifes.
Yes, more geared towards the human form than that of the tortoise. So I wouldn't say that I wouldn't go back to painting Mr. Turtle, but yeah.
Well, once you've captured the turtle, you may move on. You may never be able to match this turtle.
It was an enjoyable process, but perhaps one in a lifetime.
Thank you, Autumn. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
What was that? That was great.
Yeah.
Why didn't they use her more?
I don't know.
I mean, she's articulate. She's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Patched elbows and moth. Speaking of moth, Jack, look at this, Mr. Parker. It said, I bombed the apartment, and look, I got moth eating my jacket now. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
Well, that's great.
Oh, it's a great jacket.
You are way ahead of fashion, Gary.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, you see those girls with the jeans and stuff. I mean, they pay hundreds of dollars for that, and you got look at that. Look, under there is looking. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, moth eating. Of course, Mr. Turtle was able to put patches on that stuff, and I'm not quite there yet.
That's a fashion statement. I mean, that's like way ahead of the curve there, Gary.
I noticed too in her painting there that very little detail on Mom in the corner, almost to diminish her role, and the turtle is much more pronounced. Don't you think that was intentional too?
Absolutely. I think she mentioned there was a turbulent relationship, so it makes more sense that he has a turbulent relationship with an amorphous form, an archetype rather than the actual details. He probably doesn't remember what she
probably doesn't know that. I was going to say the same thing. He doesn't remember what she looks like. That's a pretty wild family dynamic.
I mean,
right
it's emotional dominance over memory.
Not a good mother-child relationship. But speaking of good mother-child relationship, we got our next question out of the mailbag.
Okay.
Let's go take a look at this one. I'll do this one.
Okay.
You did the last one here. Here we go.
We got half a question, folks.
You have a question, and I rip it up in the bag. Oh, no. Oh, you're going to like this.
Okay.
Hello, Jackson, my man. You know where this is coming from, right?
That sounds familiar.
Long time. Maria and her daughter are the best actors on the show. Give your spelunkers the truth. Show that scene in the kitchen. Emmy stuff. Talk at you on the flip side, my man. Haystacks Caldwell, Bellingham, Washington, writing in on the show. Can you believe this?
Haystacks, man.
Haystacks Caldwell.
Man, I think we were pitching horseshoes just last week behind the bar. That's what I think we were in. Haystack. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, it's nice to get one from the inner circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got the ladies in the kitchen, right? Yeah, this is good.
Let's roll it.
Let's
roll it.
Here we go.
Haystack. Woo, looking at you.
You don't know Texas either. He's a very old friend of mine. You don't really want to know. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can trust her. According to him, it's all going to be over very soon. Everybody. The whole thing.
Okay. Are you just
No,
you're being
I
a
know.
little dramatic?
I know. Me talking to you now makes me feel like... it makes me feel like it's not true, but I know actually that he knows a lot. And it could well be true. The thing is, I don't know what to tell you. What do you say?
Well, you need to give me more information. What do you mean?
Well,
Everything's going to shit anyways.
Well, no, just...
Is there a meteor coming to Earth?
There are things you don't know, and I can't get into this. But his solution was to go. And again, to go in a way that you don't even know. You don't even know. There is all these things that you don't know about. I'm fidgeting because what does it matter when I'm doing this? Nothing. This doesn't matter anymore. And yet I'm doing it because I just don't know what to do.
Okay, Mom. Can you look at me for a second? What's going on? You're scaring me a little. You seem a little frantic, a little crazy, honestly.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's going on. You're being very cryptic in a really bizarre way.
There is a whole world in my life that you don't know.
Can you share with me?
There is this crazy guy, Texas Red.
Okay, who is this Texas Red?
He's a friend of mine. He goes back a long time ago. I can't get into details, but
You
actually,
can never get into the details. I don't know
Because
anything about your
because
past.
it's like I want you to know that this friend of mine, Texas Red, knows a lot of things about dangerous things, big things, and according to him, and I know that for a fact, he's gone. He's gone.
Like, no.
There are ways that you can be gone.
Okay, if he's dead,
No,
he went to another country.
no, he went to another planet.
Okay.
I know. You see, the more I tell you, the less you believe me. That's the problem.
I mean, like,
It's like the more I tell you, the more you will say.
how am I supposed to react? This seems crazy. You mean he's on another planet? Is he an astronaut? He's traveling
No.
the galaxy?
Well, Texas
Explain
Red
to
is
me.
gone, and what he's saying is that we should go too.
Or to join the space cowboy?
I'm just asking
Okay,
you.
where are we gonna go, Mother? What planet have we picked to live on?
Hey, Gary, you know, that last clip reminded me something very important.
Mm-hmm.
Is that we know that I'm Carlos Now is the number one, TV series on YouTube. We know that.
Mhm.
But what if it's real? I mean, what if this Texas Red? The story, the narrative is that he goes to this other planet.
Right.
What if he actually does it? What if he actually has the technology to do that? I mean, what if the fake of the TV series is not a fake at all? It's a documentary.
Oh wow, yeah, that's.
I mean, doesn't that come out with this in this little clip?
He knows a lot of things, dangerous things.
Right. Well, maybe that's the only place in the whole series where they come clean.
Right.
Because even the final scene where he's taking that group to bid, I mean, that looks a little staged and that kind of thing. But just to hear it from Maria makes it sound real to me. I think. What do you think, Gary?
I'm just curious, what planet they're going to go to. But I don't know. We'll find out later, I suppose.
Maybe we have to go.
Yeah.
What do you think out there,
What do you
fans?
think? Where are they going,
Gladys?
fans?
You want to get the fans go to another planet?
Gladys? Action Jackson?
Action Jackson. We're
They're another
not.
planet. We don't know which one. But
Seattle's too small for us.
Too small for us.
Too small.
Too small. Speaking of small, we got.
Hey, look at Dusty behind this. Come
We
on.
got. Ooh, Dusty Sterling, president.
She looked good.
Shout out to the president of KRAG, the one who did the talking to.
Saved our jobs.
Saved our hide.
They really did.
Dusty Sterling. We love Dusty.
I don't care about your past, Dusty.
we don't
Whatever
either.
you had to do to make it, that's fine with me.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely.
Mailbag question. All right, got another one here. You want to do this one or want me to do it?
Go ahead, Gary. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's addressed to both of us.
Oh, all right.
Jackson Parker and Gary Jean. I love the both of you.
Well,
Please show those handsome Kazmarov brothers frolicking in the cemetery. It would mean so much to me. Love, Svetlana Lenikovsky, Port Angeles, Washington.
Oh, Port Angeles. There's a lot of Ukrainians up there in Port Angeles. I think that's might be the connection.
I tell you, a few weeks ago, your Susie left you. Now you got Susie, Dusty, Svetlana. They know. They know where to go.
I just say yes to life. That's all I do. That's what
ups
I'm
and
all
downs.
about, is saying life
Every breath
is the best.
you take. Every
Life
breath.
is the best. That's right.
Yeah. But of course, she immediately, after saying she loves us, she wants to see the Kazmarov brothers. So that's typical. Typical.
They're hot. They're hot, the Kazmarov brothers.
Yeah, so we got the Russian Kazmarov brothers. We know about their fate in season 2, but we want to get a little bit behind the scenes. We find out the young Kazmarov kids in the early 60s, what they were up to. And we got the clip. Yep, we got a clip with Eileen. Here we go, the Kazmarov brothers.
Rolling.
Dmitry, did you hear from the Burmese for our heroin shipment?
Yes. The Burmese, they'll promise the delivery as soon as possible.
They're already a few weeks late. I don't know if I can trust them anymore. I mean, Astor, the head of the Burmese mafia, just keeps fucking us over, man.
It matters not. It doesn't matter how much the Burmese provide to us. We are going to have more than enough supply. More than enough to supply ourselves. We have bodies. We have the drugs. You have the records.
It's true, but the records they're not enough to support our income here, man. I mean, with Hank, he's screwing us over all the time.
No, I don't want
all
to talk.
his expenses.
I don't want to fucking talk about Hank. I don't.
Me neither. Hank's just bad news for our crew.
But on the subject of money, I have something here. Somewhere around there.
Oh, is it
We are going to find what we need.
Right there. Tenovich.
Tenovich.
It's where we buried it all.
Not one of the family, Nikolai, but I suggest perhaps someone worth checking into.
Most definitely.
What did you say we are to do?
Those guys.
They're great actors. If they are actors, I mean, where did they find these guys? I mean, there's no secondary actors in I'm Carlos now. It's just, it's like they're all great.
Co-stars, maybe.
There you go. They're definitely stars in whatever they're in.
Right.
Crazy.
What are we supposed to do? We don't know. We don't know what these guys are capable of doing. They're like loose cannons. But actually, I got another mailbag question.
Okay.
And
you all listening out there?
This came in actually without postage because it was handed to me from Tori, my cousin. Tori Jean from the copter camp.
That's good.
So basically, he just wanted to know what happens next on the balcony with Mr. Turtle. He goes turtles all the way down. What goes on with that one? I don't remember what happened.
No, I don't remember what happened.
Tori, thank you for bringing the question to us.
Oh yeah, thanks, Tori.
Thanks for that report as well earlier in the show.
That's right.
We can keep going with that. Do you want to, Mr.
Sure.
Parker?
Sure.
Let's go see Mr.
We're
Crow.
hot. Let's just keep these clips are great.
Oh, let's roll it.
Go.
Turtles have real rituals, not mock rituals.
Have mock turtle soup in truth. And have
Well, mock turtle soup is the soup with the turtle, with the missing turtle.
Darwin said turtle most, if a human eat turtle, he never wanted to eat anything other than turtle. And became popular in Victorian England. So they did not, of course, have turtle to make soup. So they made mock turtles, which was an attempt to have paradise in your soup bowl.
Well, I think that when I go to the planet bid, then you'll have all society will be a mock Texas Red ritual.
It's true. It's already.
It's already mock.
Already mock turtle ritual.
Oh, it's been mock Andy Warhol for a long time, and I guess eventually that has to wear out.
Texas Red have elevated Andy Warhol idea of art as fraud to maximum level. It's true, probably limit.
But do you recall, John, that Texas Red was born on this very spot, in this very, well, I was drinking wine, you were drinking beer.
Turtle were honored.
Yes, I recall. Texas Red said,
he always liked to be
I want to invent something that the world has never seen before. And that was a brand that takes over the world.
And even more depressed than Andy Warhol at time.
Well, no, that's something I can't speak to. But
Andy Warhol pretty depressed.
Pretty depressed. So we have a fraud that becomes a simulation of art as simulation, which becomes real art and sells for millions of dollars. But that's not good enough for me.
No,
because I don't
have to sell for $0.
$0.
$0.
I see.
Or negative.
I haven't thought of negative dollars. No wonder Tony took his inspiration from the turtle. You weren't always a turtle, were you?
No, it's true, had identity crisis.
Oh, I see. Well, we've played some great games of chess together, John. I'll miss those. But it is astounding that you were, I recall that the idea of Texas Red was born out of our conversation.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. Turtles very modest creatures. So not comment further. Many turtles in Scotland, Sydney.
There's water in Scotland?
Oh, it's all around.
It's all around.
Not to mention big famous lakes with monsters.
Yes.
Yeah, you think there is a monster and there are no turtles? It's a problem of many American scientists on Loch Ness.
Loch Ness turtle, of course.
Many
a rather elongated turtle, maybe without the shell.
And no monster, but many turtles.
I know why you became a turtle. You became a turtle because you wanted to live to an old age without any trouble.
It's true, they live old turtles.
Well, a man can become a turtle and live to be very old age.
Yeah, very old.
And your habits are your shell.
And my shell is my habit.
Hey, Gary. I guess that's why we learned the truth somehow from Turtle.
You just answered your question that you asked about, is this real or not?
I think it's it's Turtle going down. I think you're right. I think you're right there, Gary. So
it might mean that they can go to another planet. Then is what we're saying.
It could all be real. It could all be real.
Yeah, it could all be real.
What?
I don't have
what you got?
I don't want to pull it out of the bag. I'm just wondering. I wonder if those ladies have decided what planet they're going to go to.
Let's see.
You want to find out? Where do you think, folks? You want to vote? Want to have them vote for anything? Or they can have...
A little bit later.
We'll do a contest later.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll save the contest.
Right.
But you're going to find out where they go, what planet they're going to go to shortly, folks. So we'll let it roll.
Hey, where are we gonna go, Mother? What planet have we picked to live on?
I know. It sounds. I
want to believe you.
I just to give you
all I know is
days
that
to think about it.
this mysterious Texas red. The world's gonna end mysteriously, and we need to move to another planet. Like, okay, it does sound a little ridiculous. You seem really upset about it. You seem to believe it. I want to believe you, but like, come on, Mom. Like, I need a little bit more information. You know, I love you. I believe you, but I just.
The cat is hungry. That is the end of the world.
Gigi.
Oh, Gigi. You
Ruler
don't
of the
even
house.
know why I'm feeding you.
Gigi's gonna die soon anyway. He's the
Just to
luckiest
give
of all
me
of
a
us.
few days. Just to give me a few days and start to think about it. Maybe there are other things out there that you don't know, and it may seem very strange. You're gonna have to decide if you really trust what they tell you. Would you come to another planet with me?
Yeah, if that's what it takes.
Even if it was made out of bubble gum?
You love bubblegum. I would love to live on a bubblegum planet with you. As long as there's a cheese planet nearby that I can visit.
Well, there might well be a cheese planet. I'm very worried. I'm sorry. I know I can't explain to you this thing, but I'm terribly worried. I hope that isn't true. And now please go on your way, go make a suitcase or something, just to go do something. And I'll get in touch with you.
Hey, Gary, it doesn't look like they decided yet.
Throw a wrinkle at our fans. You couldn't have voted for a planet.
Again, it's a long series, so it's easy to kind of, but...
They're going to have to think long and hard about going on the planet, obviously. A lot going on there.
Right. Well, I think the way the world is right now, that I think they may have made up their mind already. They may already be there. That's what I'm thinking.
It could very well be.
I mean, it could be real. That whole thing could be real. It may not be the way they think, but might have to take a different body, different mind. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? What? Well, still, there's some great acting. What's up next?
Well, I think I wonder if those guys in the cemetery figured out what they were supposed to do. They kind of like.
Oh, right, the Russians.
Yeah. Well, Svetlana wanted to see that clip.
Okay, thanks again, Svetlana. Yeah. All right. Well, what do you think there, Gary?
Yeah, we'll find out if those guys in the cemetery.
Jack is getting better all the time.
Yeah.
I like it.
We'll go see if the Russian brothers have figured out what to do in the cemetery.
All right.
We'll be right with you. Here you go.
Hank, he screwed us over again. A motherfucker.
What's wrong? What's all wrong? We have so many that we could look at!
I'm telling you, we should execute Hank next time.
You see this map? He tells me, oh! Dimitri, we're going to find it, Dimitri. We're going to find it. It's so easy. It's all written right there.
Well, man, I've heard Svetlana, Stalin's daughter, is at the Ashcan singing tonight. Want to check it out? I heard there's
Svetlana?
some gorgeous Russian and Ukrainian babes. The Ukrainians.
The Englishmen. Oh, the Ukrainian girls, you say?
Yeah. Well endowed,
Well, Nikolai, with you I can never stay sad for too long. Let's never stay sad too long. We must go. We must go.
Chris, stop at the liquor store, get some vodka.
Liquor store, some vodka. That sounds good.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Spelunkers. Welcome back, Apogees. Welcome back, you mountain backs for me. You know how much it means to me to have Gary here with me in the stage, be talking to you. My flycatchers, you're the best. So that was a good scene. That was a good scene. We found out something was going on.
Yeah, the avunculars. Yeah, all you avunculars and asymptotes out there, you probably know what's on the mind of these guys. When the guy said they didn't know what they were supposed to do, you knew they had something else on their mind.
Right, trigonometry for sure.
Absolutely. That and vodka.
And vodka.
And Ukrainian ladies.
And Svetlana's here, Svetlana's there. They're all everywhere, Svetlana's.
They're there, yeah. They're, you know. I recognize these Kazmarov brothers because they also appeared in the second season without the accent, if you recall.
Accents. You know, Gary, accents come and go.
Oh yeah,
Kind of like personalities.
Absolutely.
So I've been familiar with my accent, kind of just going depending on what's going on. So, I mean, we really are everybody. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? We're everybody. All right. Well, everybody, let's roll.
Yeah. So yeah, here is.
Here it is. Okay.
Here is Clemente and Tyler and the Gold from season 2. Well, I'm Carlos now.
Love Gold.
Peace.
Here we go, Gold.
Peace.
Hey, Instagram fam, we out here with T-Money,
What's
my
up?
good assistant,
And
and we just got the latest shipment from Planet Bid. Check out these gold nuggets. Now, these gold nuggets, as you know, are going to replace the our current monetary system, right, Tyler?
Yeah, so like the current monetary system, it's like, fam, doomed to fail. And we need you to get these gold rocks to be prepared for the fallout.
Yes.
So, Clemente, can you, why don't we explain how this works, you know, how they can use the discount code on our profile?
Well, just hit me on the DMs, pitch your offer with hashtag gold from Planet Bid, and we'll consider them. Again, no low balls.
Yeah, no low balls. And if you use our discount code, you can get a free entry fee to the auction, though we cannot guarantee any discount off of the bid that you make itself.
Remember, all Bitcoin, no cash.
Cash money is doomed to fail. This is exactly what we've been talking about, fam. We've been talking about it for years. So what you need to do is put it in Bitcoin. Non-traceable transactions, all right?
All right, these nuggets are limited. Act
All right.
now.
Limited time. This is a great offer. All right, yo, peace and, you know, love to everyone in there. You're my fam.
Peace.
Well, what you think, Mr. Parker? What you think about those guys? They were busking some gold there. Busking. Clearly busking some gold on Carlos now. In Bitcoin. Now. You seem amused, Mr. Parker. You seemed amused. Is there a is it something about Dusty? Dusty Sterling, thanks again for helping us out. Gladys?
You know, you hit it. Dusty, you saved our ass. We want to thank you for that. Mick and Mary were just busting our balls. You know, it was not fun. We hardly got any shows. We got this jerk on here, and everything's cleaned up. And just to celebrate, I've got an idea. Why don't we do a promotion? We do a prize. So do a contest.
Sure.
And I've got the, just like the last clip. I've got a great prize. Where is it? What happened to it?
Tori Jean?
What happened to it?
Tori Jean?
Where is it?
Are you
Oh,
watching?
here it is.
Are you watching, Tori? This is gold from Planet Bid.
This is gold nugget from Planet Bid for the first one of our fans. Oh, you got one too. First one of our fans.
Write a nice letter to us.
Write a letter and tell us this is going to be tough. It's gold. It's tough. Tell us, who was the actor who promoted the AG scrutinizer in I'm Carlos Now? Dig it in, folks. Dig it in. The first letter we get, first postmark. It's gold. It's real.
It's real gold.
It's real gold.
In your pocket.
It's big.
From me to you.
It's big.
From you to us.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal.
I think we found in this episode that
Mailbag. All because look at this. Look how
it's full.
it's just chock full, folks. We just got the
Crazy.
tip of the iceberg. The
What?
KRAG viewer mailbag, a success. What a great
My
time.
spelunkers, I want you to think of this as we leave you today at KRAG 93. What is reality? Is it what you think it is? Or what it makes you think it is? Think about that. Get back to us. I know who it is. AG Scrutinizer. See you next time. This is Jackson Parker saying, don't do it.